What's going on, everybody? You obviously know who this is. My friend Craig is behind the camera. I had promised myself that when I stepped out of the business, I was going to do just that. I was going to stay out of the wrestling business for a long time, if not stay out of the wrestling business permanently. Today that changed. I had somebody come up to me today in the mall and enthusiastically yell at me, "Oh my God, Power Zone Wrestling is back." The reason why I asked Craig over to my house and we're shooting this little video is no, Power Zone Wrestling is not back. And I can assure you that Power Zone Wrestling will not be back for a very, very long time. And if I am honest with you, it may never be back at all. What is happening is there is a group calling themselves Pure Power Wrestling, PPW, obviously attempting to cash in on the hard work of myself, Jim Christensen, Dwayne Thomas, and Bryn Watts. I do not believe any of the four of us are associated with PPW. Therefore, what they are doing is pathetic, and it's a ripoff. So if you out there are thinking that you're going to attend this show, I want you to understand something. We have nothing to do with it. I have nothing to do with it. There is only one Power Zone Wrestling, and I created it, and I ran it, and I closed it. It very well may run again. There are things that happened in Power Zone Wrestling that I was not necessarily proud of. There's a lot of bullshit that takes place in pro wrestling that I can't stand, and quite frankly is the reason why I left. And ironically enough, bullshit like Pure Power Wrestling is part of the reason why I left and had had enough. Life is short, and there are many other things in my life that I want to participate in, that I want to enjoy, that I want to accomplish. Myself performing as a Stormbringer, I lived out a childhood dream. And honest to God, to anybody watching this that ever watched a Stormbringer perform, I'm unbelievably grateful for that opportunity, and thank you so much. The Stormbringer probably will ride again. Rest assured, actually the Stormbringer will ride again. As whether or not Power Zone Wrestling will ever exist as an entertainment entity, I honestly don't know. I can't answer that right now. But myself, if I was to ever get into a wrestling ring, it will be in a couple of years at the earliest. We've got a ring down here in Southern Alberta, and Pure Power Wrestling aren't going to use it. I fully support indie wrestling. I fully support independent wrestling coming to Southern Alberta. I'm a fan of this business. Hell, I'm a huge fan of TNA. Beer Money has reinstilled my passion and love for this business. Absolutely love watching some of the stuff taking place in TNA. And I would encourage anybody out there that if you love this business, please check out TNA. And even if you're just a casual observer of this business, please check out TNA. Because I thought I'd seen it all. And TNA is doing some things that honestly, I'm 35 years old, and they're doing some things that I honestly have never seen before, which is really refreshing, really exciting, and really fun to watch. As for Pure Power Wrestling, the gentlemen that are responsible for PPW, fuck you, okay? Do not try to piggyback our hard work. We sacrificed a lot of time. God knows I've bled a lot. I've sweat a lot. And anybody that knows me on a personal level knows I've cried a lot. We gave everything we had to pro wrestling, and we can walk away from it knowing we gave everything we had. You want to run a show in Southern Alberta? Come up with an original idea. I fully support that. Absolutely. There's some amazing fans here. There's some fans that are unbelievably supportive of this business and unbelievably supportive of myself, supportive of the Stormbringer, supportive of the other performers. There's some unbelievably talented individuals that are based out of Southern Alberta that I think need an opportunity once again to show what they have to the public. But for those of you that are responsible for Pure Power Wrestling, PPW, again I reiterate, fuck you. To everybody out there I should say, if you are going to go to this show, please enjoy yourselves. Please make sure that you make those wrestlers, how shall I say, please make sure that you make those wrestlers feel welcome. If they're going to come here and I'm assuming they're going to work their asses off to entertain you, reward them with your cheers, reward them with your boos. But also do me one favor. If you are going to go to this show and you are going to enjoy yourself, and you are going to get rowdy, please remind the guys that put on this show there was only one Power Zone Wrestling. And I made it, and I killed it, and what they're doing is a cheap knockoff. Craig, thanks a million, man.